What is going on, guys? My name is Scope and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Black Ops 3 Zombies. And yeah, it's a bit of a different subject, moving away from GTA this week, but we've had some absolutely tremendous news regarding DLC 5 in Black Ops 3, or Zombie Chronicles as it's supposedly called. So with that basically all said, let's get right into this. So there has been a lot of stuff. Like, there's been so much evidence recently suggesting that DLC 5 is an actual thing. The real evidence started coming out, I say, a couple days ago, when someone went to a Mexican retail store and actually pre-ordered Chronicles. Now, what's significant about this is he got it on camera, it was uploaded to YouTube, but soon after that, Activision flagged it as copyrighted, and it got taken down. So that's basically, and if it was to be re-uploaded, that person would get in a lot of trouble, which is why it's not in this video. But what is significant about this is he had it recorded, he had the receipt for it, for Zombie Chronicles, and Activision took that video down, implying that this is real. And what's more than that is a company wouldn't just put something on, like, give out a product or put a product on their shelves that isn't a real product, or something that isn't coming out. So I mean, and in Mexico as well, that is high. I think it's really illegal for fake products to get money. Fake products for money is like really bad in Mexico. I don't even know what I'm saying today, but that's one thing. The next thing is a lot of companies such as Poland, I think in America as well, and then 2 cases here in the UK. There has been some confirmation of DLC 5 here as well, on like similar on similar bases. So Poland basically said yes, it's coming out, but that was on a website. America said the same, but what is significant here, well, kind of significant here, is that 2 game companies called, well, 2 shops or 2 stores or 2, whatever you want to call it, cases, where a company called Game, so a retail store in the UK where you can buy video games, someone I believe called them and went to them on a web thing, or live web chat, and Game basically confirmed that DLC 5 is coming. And someone even went to Amazon. Someone even went onto Amazon and asked them, when is DLC 5 going to be coming out? And apparently it's going to be out on the 27th of June 2017. Now, whether that means pre-order or actually it's available to play then is just, I don't know, but I would assume pre-order, because I think what Treyarch or Activision are more than likely to do is to give a date where where companies are allowed to give out a product for it to be pre-ordered and not a confirmed date, because of course if it was close to being finished by now, they would have announced it, and they would have announced a rough release date, which hasn't happened yet. But then to back up this evidence, to prove, well, even more evidence about DLC 5 being an actual thing, is that 2 voice actors, one French voice actor for Tank Dempsey, then a Brazilian voice actor for Ebu Richfin, I believe, actually said, we're doing this for DLC 5, we're doing Moon stuff. And honestly, I think Moon is a brilliant map, and I will be getting onto like maps that I want to see later. So we've had voice actors confirming that DLC 5 is a thing. We've had Activision taking down things relating to this that are actually real, coming from good reliable sources such as game companies and actors. And then of course we've had the retail stores. So to me that is absolutely awesome. I'm so excited for DLC 5. If that is not enough evidence for something, I do not know what is. But when Treyarch announced it, when Treyarch or Activision announced it, the world is going to go fucking bizarre. And according to what the Mexican retail store said, as well as the Polish retail store. They said there's going to be 8 remastered maps. 8. And that, to me, sounds absolutely fucking incredible. Now, I'm going to list 8 maps that I want to see return. First one is Moon, because Moon at this time seems basically confirmed to be coming out. And, of course, Moon is just an amazing map overall. It concluded Black Ops 1 zombies, and it concluded whether Black Ops 2 zombies was going to happen and whether the storyline was going to continue. Honestly, Moon was a brilliant map for just everything. The next map I want to see return is Kino to Toten. Kino was an absolutely brilliant map. I loved it, and Kino was the first map where I ever reached round 40, and I consider round 40 to be a decently high round. So, and to get to round 40 on like the original Black Ops games was not easy. Like, a lot of people I knew couldn't even make it to round 30. So honestly, that's I consider round 40 to be a high round on Kino to Toten, but Kino to Toten is an absolutely brilliant map. It was done so perfectly for Black Ops, and I want to see it return. The next map is Ascension, partially because I've only ever played it once, and I didn't even play it for that long. I was around a friend's house, and we were playing on his Xbox 360, and that's all that really happened. Like, I played Ascension once, and it was like 3-4 years ago, so way before, so around the time Black Ops 2 was out, and I didn't buy the Ascension pack because I could never afford it. And I would love to see Ascension being remastered, brought back to life, because apparently Ascension is a really good map. I've seen so much gameplay of it, but I just never have played it. I've never like seen any point to buy it. Well, it's not even that I've seen any point to buy it. It's just a case of I never had the money to buy it, because there's always been new stuff coming out for the more modern games that I want to go and play. So that's basically the reason as to why I haven't got an Ascension. The third map is Nakda on Toten, just for nostalgic reasons. You could argue that Nakda on Toten was completely redone when Revelations came out, but I don't think Revelations Nakda on Toten was as good as the original, because you had perks, you had the Tesla Ray, and then you also had the teleporters, and that kind of ruined Nact for me in Revelation. I was a bit upset about that, but still, Nact is a brilliant map for nostalgia, and it was one of the first maps I ever played. Honestly, Nakda on Toten is another map I would love to see return in Zombie Chronicles. The next map might come as a bit of a surprise to you, but it's actually Die Rise. As a map, I like Die Rise. The only things I don't like about it is the elevator shaft, and then really the jumpy thingy bob, and then the zombies that you have to knife twice in round 1. Those were a little bit annoying, but other than that, I thought Die Rise was a pretty good map. And then, like, the other maps from World at War have all been remastered, or I just didn't really like them enough. So like Varrock and Shinonuma, they weren't really that fun. They were good for nostalgia, but that's about it. And then the rest from Black Ops 2 that I haven't mentioned, we got Dead Ops Arcade 2, so that doesn't really consider a map. I never really liked Shangri-La 5 or even Call of the Dead. Like, they weren't fun maps. Like, I didn't think they were that fun, except for Dead Ops Arcade, because that was quite fun. But now we have Dead Ops Arcade 2, and I think Dead Ops Arcade 2 is better. So yeah, that leaves us with a few maps. So the next map being Buried. Now I think Buried is a great map. It introduced so much stuff. It introduced the bitchy witches that stole your points. It brought every single basically buildable item from all of Black Ops into it. So the turbine, I believe, the trample steam, and just some other things as well. And I thought Buried was a really good map. I really enjoyed Buried. As well as the Paralyzer, the Ray Gun Mark II. The time bomb was a bit of a letdown because it was a little bit annoying at times. People would just spam it, go back to round 1 or whatever, and that was a bit annoying. But the banking system was alright. It could ruin the game sometimes, but that I think the bank and Die Rise and Buried were actually okay. We're going to the next map. It's Origins, and I think this is one for everybody's wish list, because Origins, we were all expecting the staffs to come back in Revelations to be usable, not just in a bullshit cutscene. Like, when I saw the cutscene, I was half pissed off and half happy, because the cutscene was good, but the staffs were there, and that infuriated me. I wanted to be able to use the staffs, but you never know. There may be some unfound Easter egg in Revelations where we can use the staffs. I don't know, but I would love to see the staffs remastered. I would love to use Zombie Blood again. Honestly, Origins was one of my favourite maps of all time, and I would love to see it get remastered. And the final map, the one that everybody is expecting, the one map that everyone loves, it's Transit. I'm joking. Transit is a fucking god-awful map, and it needs to be obliterated. The real final map that I want is Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is my all-time favourite map. It was... I don't even know how to describe it. It had an essence of scariness in it. It was great. It introduced red-eyed zombies. Then Brutus, where do I even begin with him? He's a great boss. He's awesome. The Hell's Retriever, the Hell's Redeemer, Afterlife mode. The introduction of Electric Cherry, that was brilliant. I loved Electric Cherry. What else was there? The Blunder Gap, the Acid Gap, the Sweeper, the Voltroic Withering. Oh my god, where do I get started on those? Those are fucking great. How to get to Pack-a-Punch with the plane. That was awesome. Honestly, Mob of the Dead was the greatest map of all time in my opinion. And if it isn't get remastered, I am filing a fucking complaint to Activision and Treyarch. I will go over there and take Vonderhaar and Blundell and make examples of them and prove to the world, or to Activision, that this map needs to be remastered. It just has to be. It makes so much sense, like favoritism wise and storyline wise, because our characters went to Mob of the Dead in the Black Ops 3 storyline, but we just never saw it happen. So that's all the evidence I'm aware of about Black Ops 3's Zombie Chronicles confirmation, and all the maps that I would love to see in Zombies Chronicles, because there are meant to be 8. Honestly, I'm so hyped for this already. There is so much evidence for us not to be hyped. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, and also comment saying if you liked the video and what maps you would like to see remastered in Zombie Chronicles. And be sure to subscribe for more awesome content like this. I will only be uploading a few times this week because I'm back at school, so I'm going to be doing a lot more work. So I'm going to be trying to get as many videos done as I possibly can. But other than that, guys, that's basically all I have to say for now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, peace out.